Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares. Welcome back to the Terror in the Isles Challenge. This is the segment I'm doing with my good buddy Joe the Horror Man, where we're going to examine films from Terror in the Isles. Not only the theatrical cut, but the TV cut as well. Today we're going to be talking about The Car. The Car is a 1977 film which runs approximately 96 minutes and is directed by Elliot Silverstein. Now, he was responsible for one of my favorite westerns, Cat Ballou, Flash Fire, and a bunch of TV. Now, this stars James Brolin as Wade Parent. He was in the Amityville Horror, Traffic, and another favorite of mine, Westworld. Kathleen Lloyd as Lauren. She was in One Last Flight, The Craft, and a ton of TV. And John Marley as Everett. He passed away on May 22nd, 1984, at the age of 76. He was in Love Story, The Godfather, and Faces. Now, the car cost $84,000 to build, and it was a 1971 Lincoln Continental Mark III black coupe. All right, The Car. This movie's awesome. This also has Kim and Kyle Richards in it, and the story is kind of like this. You have James Brolin, who plays a sheriff, and I believe it's in New Mexico. I'm pretty sure that's what Joe told me. It was actually shot in New Mexico, but because we had actually had a conversation that Nightwing and The Car actually have a very similar background. But this is shot in New Mexico, and it's about a car, this car right here, that terrorizes a small town, basically. It's another Jaws ripoff, more or less. Jaws, Grizzly, Piranha, Tentacles, all those kind of films. Now, this movie is so much fun, and the weird thing about it is my mother doesn't really care for movies much anyway, but she doesn't like horror movies at all. This is actually the only horror movie she ever really liked. And I think it's because her and I watched it on television a long time ago. And by the way, Scream Factory missed an opportunity with this. They could have put out the television cut and the regular cut, but there's only the regular cut on the Scream Factory Blu-ray, which is a shame. But the transfer is really well done. Now, as far as The Car goes, I don't want to say anything more about the actual plot itself because it does go into weird territory, and I think that's kind of why my mom liked it, even though it doesn't really make sense to me. But I think that's why she liked it. It wasn't like a typical horror movie like the one I'm going to recommend. My relatable recommendation is Duel. This was actually Steven Spielberg's very first film, and it's awesome. It's basically about a guy who's on his way into work, and he runs afoul of a tractor trailer who in turn terrorizes him for the rest of the day. This movie is very suspenseful. It's just a lot of fun. It always reminded me of actually The Car, and it reminded me of The Hitcher, and just movies like that. Plus this slipcover is just awesome. It's embossed. You probably can't see that, but yeah. Duel is awesome. Check out The Car. Check out Duel. And don't forget to check out Joe's review and see what he picked as a relatable recommendation. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.